Hey, what's up? Hopefully this will be my second to last cigarette. Sorry, I'm not gonna smoke on these videos anymore. Um, this is actually a question to, well, it's anybody actually, but it'd probably be answered easier by someone Jewish, maybe a rabbi. It's about the Holocausts. Why aren't those done anymore? Um, the Holocaust in the realize the Holocausts in the book of Genesis were done spontaneously, or after something was achieved to give thanks, you know. But then they turn in the Book of Moses to be ritual, and you need to do it prescribed times. And we see sin offering and things like this. It kind of seems like a different idea, like it shifted. Um, the New Testament writings, the four Gospels and writing of Paul make it clear why we or any branch of Christianity doesn't do it. But I'm wondering if there's, because if the the Tanakh ends at Malachi, as the modern Jews believe, which again we don't hold this. We also have Maccabees and things like that. Judas Maccabeus was one of my favorite, like a superhero almost. But no, I was wondering for those even, especially for the Karaites. Now I know the Samaritans practice this very gruesome ordeal, slitting the throat and the blood and everything. Um, but isn't there a command to set up that ritual, set up the Holocaust? Shouldn't I mean because you had even in the wilderness when they had the tabernacle, um, and actually that's more important. I know there's no ark, but isn't there supposed to be personal tabernacles like the Feast of Booths? Man, I look so drained in these videos. Sorry, must be. I hope it's bad lighting, but no. Yeah, and just if anybody wants to comment on what the difference is in the Old Testament with the Holocausts were, it's something that I really didn't catch. You kind of, I guess the reader really is the perceptor of everything. That's not something that really jumped out at me before. But then I actually heard a thing done on Catholic radio. I always listen to radio programs I disagree with. It's kind of, I think it's a bad trend or whatever, just to see what the other people are saying. But there's a Catholic view on it, and I didn't necessarily agree with it. I don't know if there's, I don't know. If, I actually don't know what the Orthodox position really would be on that, because it actually has to do with the Old Testament. It's not really something. It's probably symbolic. Or we keep saying it's symbolic. But I'm wondering to the Jews out there, what do you have any feeling about that? Like, do you say, oh, well, that was this, and that was a deep, spiritual thing, or do you think it still should be practiced today? Yeah, and I am saying the word Holocaust. I don't know, maybe burnt offering, or when I have like a old. That's just the word that comes up, especially in the Book of Maccabees, is Holocaust. Yeah, hope you know it's a different word from then. Um, but none of this is me trying to see people Holocaust in the religious sense. And are those do synagogues actually practice those? I don't think they do. I think they're not temples, right? All right. Well, sorry, kind of asking questions and trying to answer them. It was a very long day today. Okay, thank you very much. Peace, everybody.